Hi, Cubs. Today is Friday, April 3rd. And yes, April 3rd. I was like, I have to make sure. And I'm here to explain the work that you are going to do today. All right. So I'm going to start with our, is this the right one? This is our regular one. So here we are. We're on Friday. You're going to, if you are in on level second grade reading, so awesome and brilliant for sure. And cool, maybe your choice, cool. You're gonna watch this video on comparing and contrasting. Then you're gonna click this link to read the passages about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. And then you're going to compare and contrast using the graphic organizer. So you can click here to get one that you can print if you have a printer, or you can just get your own piece of paper. So like this one, and you can make a Venn diagram. And to remind yourself what a Venn diagram is, it's those two circles that are connected. We did one last week, right? This is one book, one passage. So you might say Abraham, Lincoln. This one in the middle would be both. And then this one over here would be George Washington. And you would say how the passages, not the people, but the information in the passages, what was similar, what the passages, how they were the same, and how the information and the passages were different. Okay. So you're not going to compare the information you already know, because you might know a lot about George Washington. You might know a lot about Abraham Lincoln. You're not going to use that information. You're going to use the information specifically from those passages, okay, that you get to when you click on here. All right. The next, you're going for math, for our on-level second grade math kids, you're going to come here. You're going to watch this lesson about cubes. And then the directions say draw the wackiest, that means silliest, craziest, whatever, six-sided shape you can. Okay. So I am going to kind of show you what I mean. So wackiest means craziest. It shouldn't look like normal if you can help it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made a wacky six-sided shape. Oh, you couldn't see it. Bummer. So I did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I made a wacky six-sided shape. And then the directions say, see, I was trying to split the shape up into smaller shapes. So I need to have a pentagon in here. I need to have quadrilaterals, which are four-sided. I got to have all of these. And then I need to have triangles. So, in here. So I'm going to look at mine. The thing that I think is going to be the hardest to do would be this 5, but look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha. So if I do this, I think this is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. It has 5 sides and it probably has 5 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does. Okay. So there's my pentagon. I'm going to put that there. And now I need a triangle. Well, that was easy. Boom. There's my triangle. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, there's my quadrilateral. Now I could also make these into smaller shapes if I wanted to. I could continue and I could make another triangle here. And then I could, there's a quadrilateral. Now this is not a quadrilateral anymore though. But I could do this, and that's another triangle. And then now I have a quadrilateral. So I could make it into even smaller shapes. And then after you do that, oops, wrong thing. After you do that, it says you're going to color it. The triangles are going to be red down here. Quadrilaterals are going to be blue. And the pentagons are going to be yellow. So afterwards, yes, you have to color it. You are going to color it based on these instructions, all right? So that is your on-level second grade math. Now let's look at our advanced math and advanced in our reading for our third grade readers. So for today, my friends who are in maybe cool, it's your choice, but definitely daring and excellent are going to read this passage here. It is a nonfiction passage. You're going to answer the questions. Same questions for Monday. What is the main idea? What is the main topic? What is the main idea? What are the key details? Well, that's a different question. So if you need to refresh yourself because you can't remember how to find it, you can go back up and rewatch the main idea lesson from Monday. All right. And then it says to remember key details are the important information that supports the main idea. So that's when in the lesson from Monday where Ms. Candleberry highlighted all of those things, those are the key detail from each paragraph. And it even says think one detail per section or paragraph, okay? Except for you're not going to have one in the introduction, the conclusion. For advanced math, you're going to come over here. You are going to watch the writing multi-operation word problems lesson. And then you are going to write 2 word problems. Notice it says word problems, not just regular problems. Word problems with multiple steps and different operations. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are your operations. And it'll give you more details about that in the video. And then you're going to upload your work to Class Dojo Portfolio. And the last activity I want to talk to you about is this one. Let me open up this and go to Class Dojo. And I talked about this on the morning message. So if you already watched morning message and you're like, oh, I know that weird activity she's going to talk to me about, then you can just ignore it. But right here where it says your name, it looks weird. It does give you directions here, but this is about the class shirt stuff. So if you watch the morning message video, you'll understand what I mean. But you on a piece of white paper with a black marker, ideally it's going to be a permanent marker, are going to write your name largely on a piece of blank white paper. Now, if you don't have a black permanent marker and then you don't have a black marker, choose a very dark marker, okay? You want something with a kind of a broad tip, not too big, not too small, okay? You're going to write it largely on a piece of white paper. Notice the area around my writing is completely white, but the whole paper isn't white. That's fine. As long as what's on your writing does have like lines going behind it and stuff like that. Okay? You're going to then take a picture, and this is the important part. You're going to take a picture by a window, okay, when it's daylight out. Because even here, you can't, I don't know if you can see it, you can see the shadow a little bit from like Miss Candleberry's hand. And that, we want it to be a white background. So see, if I was going to take a picture here, I would move this to the side so it's more white. So you didn't see the shadow of the ladybug in it. Okay? Please make sure that the paper looks white when you take a picture. All right? Because it's going to be hard for Miss Candleberry to Photoshop it onto another paper so that I can make my screen if it's not. And that's all kinds of technical stuff. But I might take some pictures and let you know. Or a video and show you how I make the shirts when I make them. Okay? All right, guys. Great. I'll see you hopefully later today.